Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about the destruction of a beloved hobby, or, well, TV show, and sometimes movies. From Bound into Comics, Alex Kurtzman says he's proud of having been able to grow Star Trek into something it had never been before. I am going to go ahead and say it right now from the get-go. As a major Star Trek fan, the new Star Treks are not Star Treks. They are far from Star Trek. They are unrecognizable as Star Trek. Hell! Hey, I think we could go ahead and say that this is a bit like transgender. Born female, beautiful Star Trek, and then converted to a dude. Unrecognizable. Yay. Okay, you get it. They have ruined everything that made Star Trek Star Trek. It's not Star Trek, it's I don't know, it's a mix of other shows, and Star Trek lost its identity. It lost that thing that made Star Trek Star Trek. Those episodes that made you think, that made you feel, that made you think about the general stuff, not only in your life, but around the world. It's just not that anymore. Right, let's read this suffering. In case that was any doubt left in the minds of longtime fans, current Star Trek head Alex Kurtzman, which was a mistake, has confirmed that one of his intentions in developing the franchise's current slate of the projects was to grow Star Trek.
Wants to grow Star Trek into something it had never been before.
Kurtzman revealed this insight in honor of January 18th announcement that nearly every current in production in the Star Trek universe has been renewed for another respective season. Fuck me! Why won't they cancel those garbage shows? For me, Star Trek... No, I'm even going to say even the movies from Jar Jar Abrams was more Star Trek than this Star Trek. Yes, I'm going to go as far as that. Even Star Trek Picard is less Star Trek than J.J. Abrams, Jar Jar Abrams Star Trek. Into Darkness, I believe, was the last movie. Even that one is more Star Trek than Star Trek Discovery. Definitely way more than Star Trek Lower Decks. Yeah, kind of... Hey. The new Star Treks are the Jack Murphy of Star Treks. Get it? Right. Star Trek Discovery has out, for fuck's sake, 5th season. Holy shit. Well, I say it every time, but it bears saying it again. I tried watching Star Trek Discovery, STD of Star Treks. Guess which episode I gave up? Hey, I pride myself in having a very, very high tolerance rate. Allergies. Tolerance rate of shitty shows. Hell, I watched Supergirl up until season 3, I believe. And that was painful. I mean, my brain really died. But I was going insane with that garbage. But Star Trek Discovery, sure, I didn't reach that coveted number. But I managed to go 5 episodes. Well, 4 and 2/3 episodes, because I fell asleep in the last 15-20 minutes of the 5th episode of Star Trek Discovery. And I said to myself, what the wonderful shit! And I gave up. And I never bothered again. Right now, while they did not receive renewal announcements, Star Trek Picard and Prodigy, I never even heard of that garbage. We're confirmed to be currently developing the previously announced third and second half of its first season. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, and apparently Picard is gay now. The womanizer is gay. The guy who had a big thing for the goddamn retarded mother of Wesley Crusher. Right. Alongside this news, Kurtzman also released a statement where he excitedly told fans,
4 years ago, we made a promise to go Star Trek to something had never been before, and thanks to the incredible hard work done by our many talented showrunners, writers and directors, along with the extraordinary support of CBS Studios and Paramount Plus, we're keeping our word. Now, current shows are set up to the future, so as we work to build Trek's next phase of programming for years to come.
Well, I hope that the next Star Trek, when this retard leaves the command of Star Trek, doesn't use anything that comes from DC. I hope it does the Ghostbusters 2021 treatment of Ghostbusters 2016. Completely erased, completely ignored, eliminated. It's as if it never happened. And I hope that happens to STD, Star Trek What Prodigy, What New Worlds, Brave New World, something retarded like that, and the gay Picard. I hope it happens to all those shows. And probably anything new that this idiot poops out, shits out of his goddamn filthy fucking bunghole. Right. And the guy here, the author of this article, wrote something that I tend to agree. So I'm going to read it. And he's basically spot on into what Star Trek is today. Right. Here is what he says. From the large-scale starship battles, more akin to something out of Star Wars than Star Trek, seen in Discovery, technically you did get large starship battles in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, especially with the Federation versus Dominion, and Star Trek, well, Federation, there were Romulans, there were Klingons, all together against the Dominion. And quite frankly, it was epic, beautiful, but it was not the norm. It was special episodes in one, I think 1 or 2 seasons they had. I think it was, I watched Deep Space Nine quite a while ago. So, anyway, let's continue. The placement of Jean-Luc Picard's consciousness into a golem body that is more in place with Dune. Golem body? Oh, God. The crude and lewd humor of Lower Decks, it's never been more clear than the beloved sci-fi series has strayed further than ever from its curious and adventurous roots. Is absolutely correct. Because, for instance, the original series, they would explore various themes, but it was always new discoveries. It was always something unexpected. Now it's all shit. Even The Next Generation had those episodes. Even Star Trek Deep Space Nine had those episodes, and they were pretty much inside that goddamn fucking space station! And then there was Star Trek Voyager, which was great as well, especially after 7 or 9 came in. Oh, ladies. Even Star Trek Enterprise had those episodes, and it was considered the weakling of all the traditional Star Treks. But even that was more Star Trek than goddamn fucking Star Trek Discovery! Anyway. What the goddamn fucking hell? Well, since it's weekend approaching, if there is anything new, I don't know, something important, I'll make a special video. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on goddamn fucking Monday. On that goddamn fucking Star Trek hell, for the love of God, let those series end. Have a great fucking night. Engage.